Officially, good afternoon, and welcome to the Options Income Launchpad Weekly Market Wrap. I wasn't sure what our numbers would be. It's only a few of us, highly dedicated, highly committed traders. The cream of the cream, the best of the best are here. The rest of you, maybe you have a good reason. Maybe you listen to the recording and you think, if only I could have been with that band of brothers. Craig agrees. He's like, yes, indeed. All right. My name is Scott. I'll be your host. It's not even a host. I'll be your hangout friend for the afternoon. We'll just talk about the markets, see what we think. As always, education, illustrative purposes only, not brokers, not advisors. Nothing we do or say should be considered recommendation to buy or sell. We don't give personalized investment advice. Any decisions made should be at your own risk. The December 22nd data makes this undeniable. 192,000 contracts traded in 6 hours. 15 million repositioned by a single whale. 1.2% move in two. Okay. Yeah. When I see things make what I would consider to be exponential moves, right? You'll hear me sometimes call them shark frenzy. It's a shark frenzy. It's hard for those to sustain for very long, especially something global like the price of a commodity, right? And so, yeah, I've got some suspicions about it for sure. I question whether or not it has the veracity it needs. Yeah, okay. All that's fair enough. What else? Trading Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Got it. What are we going to do today? Let's talk about the market. Oh, you tried it this morning. Got it. Okay. Revisit our posture at the end of the week. Let's talk about what we think it may be. Mindset for trades. What to look for next week. What does our opportunity list look like? And trading plan progress. And we'll go through those. Okay. Let's get some charts up. Intel, interestingly, if you were here on Christmas Eve morning, we said it gapped down. There was some news, and then we're like, well, let's wait. If it gets back above 36 by end of day, we're good. It did. Today, back up a little bit more. So the support level's holding. Yeah, let's see what it can do. The market. Obviously, the volume dropped off significantly. And if you remember, Wednesday's volume actually was not far from scoring. So if you look on Wednesday, the volume was 77 million, almost 600,000. And we had 39,445. But we were only open for 3.5 out of 6.5 hours. So we need to use a multiplier of 1.857, blah, 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 blah. And we need to multiply that by 39,445,560. 39,445,560. 560. Whoops. Times 3.5 equals times 1.857. We'll go 3 decimals. 73,250,000. That's what 1 day's worth of volume would have looked like. However, the average was 77 million. So it was almost average, but not quite. So last week we had 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, no volume change. Same volume we had. Price moved higher. Yeah, everything looks pretty good there. Where's the VIX? VIX continuing to push down, sitting at 13.5 basically. That looks great. The short-term trend looks great. The long-term trend, let me go back to the SPY here. Long-term trend holding up. I would expect that score to hold up at 1.25. Short-term trend. Let's drop back to 6-month daily. Holding up. Looks fine. Volume staying the same. As of right now, I would say everything is staying the same. I did have, let's see if the VIX was at a 1. We've had a nice steady climb out of the VIX from a 0 to a 1 over the past 5 weeks. When we go look at the VIX, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, probably going to keep it where it is. I don't know. Maybe I give it another 1/4 of a point for getting down into the 13s. You know? Maybe that's what I do. Okay. Okay. Any questions about any of that? Let me know. Let's take a quick look at the other things as they close down. Whoops. NVIDIA's deal is all about maintaining dominance. Oh, okay. Gold, silver, bulls, taunt Bitcoin investors. Time has come. You should be out of Bitcoin and back into some tangibles. Steady with Santa Rally and Focus. Intel soars. Blah, blah, blah. Target trying to move a little bit. Tim Cook just gave Nike. See, my son is starting to get into some trading. And I actually saw Nike as like a potential value play. It's not really a trade. But I was like, he was like talking about some stocks he may want to invest in. Gap down on earnings, up a little bit. Yeah, small pullback. I think there's some viability there for that. Okay. Gold and silver rally. Let's go look at those guys. Silver. Oh, geez. 8.5% today. What is the actual commodity price? What am I missing? 78? $78.5. Good Lord. Good Lord. Which is funny because like 2 years ago, I got a bunch here for my kids. Last year, we took a trip and I'm like, oh, I'm not going to buy it because silver's a little higher. Shit. Look at that. It's parabolic. It can't sustain. We all have to recognize that. It's very difficult to sustain that kind of parabolic move. Let's look at the GCs. This is gold. Gold at 4,500 an ounce. Goodness gracious. My goodness. That is something. All right. Depends on the market manipulation. Some are saying the demand for silver could take it to 100. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Crazy. All right. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. What else? Okay. Oh, Steven showed. Hey, Steven, good to see you. Jackie's here. Good to see you both. Yeah, I agree, Doug. Doug said that the unwinding, right? The unwinding, the shark frenzy back the other way. Yeah, that could definitely have a huge impact. All right. You're just on time. Right when you needed to get here, you got here. All right. Took some profit at silver at 70. Real demand commercially for silver that supposedly isn't being met. So you're saying it could hold. It could hold in that level. Yeah, we'll see. It's been very interesting watching this thing. Trapped in their own hedging algorithms. All right. Super interesting. Okay. Well, let's get to the full watch list here. Let's start with Apple. Apple's kind of trying to make a turn here. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we have. Amazon or Apple sitting AMKR. So this is one we put on, and you can see it tried, and then it stalled, and then it's sitting, and it's sitting, and it's sitting. I got to see the buyers come in early next week. And then I'll be okay with this. Otherwise, I'll be looking to shut her down early next week. Steven, I'm excited to hear about me as well, Craig. It's holding. It's okay. I don't want to exit only to watch it bounce. I knew it could have a little bit of some sideways. Amazon. Amazon is flat. Made an okay move. APH, flat. AVGO. A lot of things have moved up a little bit, but like this one, this is such a lower high. I just don't have an interest in that. No interest. Okay. What else? AXP. Let's go take a look. Started to move, a little bit of a stall. BAC, the same thing. Citigroup, financials today had a little bit of a stall. Just a little bit of a stall. Okay. Caterpillar. Same kind of a thing, a little bit of a stall in the industrials. Okay. CLS. Coherent. Oh, let's see here. I just want to make sure I have a sense of what's recent. Okay. Credo, no. Credo's really kind of started to stall out. Cisco, trying. There's some trying here. Those of you coming in, good to see you all. Glad to have you. Delta. Yeah, it's a little bit overextended. Diamonds. The Dow trying to move, but it stalled a little bit. Fox has been strong. Fox has continued moving. First Solar. So First Solar ended up making a move to a new high. Now it seems to be on a consolidation. So I would say anything in there is viable. Viable and worth considering. All right, Let's see what else we have. GE, no. A little overextended. Gold. General Motors. A lot of sideways. A lot of things that kind of moved some and then are pulling back a little bit here. Let's see. Goldman. So we had some move in financials and then they seem to have pulled back a little bit. Okay. Keep looking. Keep seeing what we have. Anybody pull the trigger on a new swing trade here? Let me know. GTX today. Yeah, what's everybody trading? All right, let's keep going here. Okay, Howmet overextended. IBM started to bounce, but is a little bit of a stall at this point. Okay. Intel still up today a little bit. Overall flat. IWM a little sideways. JCI LMND has you up 11%. Okay, we'll take a look at that. We're almost there. Okay. JCI still going. Anyone still have a piece of that? Let me know. JNJ gave a good turn on Christmas Eve. Today it's flat. I think you could have taken this one. Anybody pull the trigger here? And there's still time if you decide, you know what, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to get some confirmation from a continuation move. Yeah, okay, fair enough. And here's Lumentum. Let me get back to the regular chart so it looks normal. Overextended. Eli Lilly. A bit overextended. Okay. We've got LMND. LMND. Lemonade. I don't know. I mean, I can see the bullishness here. It definitely bounced. It looks like it's close to a bounce of some kind. Close to a bounce of some kind in here. Okay. Took it Wednesday. Got it. Lamb Research. Lamb Research. Overextended. A lot of these are just kind of not in a place for us. Macy's is. Macy's looks like Monday could be a trade, actually. And I think I would be interested. Last time we got 19 to almost 23, 4 points. 22 and a quarter to 26 and a quarter. I think there's something there. Yeah, I definitely think there's something there. Okay. MasterCard. Looks all right. Meta kind of pausing a little bit here. Okay, let's go. Morgan Stanley. Anyone? Now, we talked about this one back here. It moved. It's still going. Still looks pretty good. A little overextended if you're not already in it. Microsoft. No. Micron. Overextended, but I'm looking for the next one. Definitely looking for the next one. Okay. Netflix still pretty low. Nothing there yet. Nvidia, okay. Back on the menu. It was coming down, it tried, it was coming down, it tried. Next pullback, that's ours. Next pullback, we're going to be ready to go. So, I don't know. Chip stocks still look pretty good. NXT, sideways. Nothing there for us. Palantir on a pullback. At 191? Okay, nice. Nice. Okay. We'll keep going. QQQ. The real ended up making a pretty decent move. Now we're looking to see if it's going to give a pullback of any kind. Rocket Labs. Oh, we knocked it out of the park with that one. Now it's pulling back. Yeah, you know what? I'll try again. I'll try again. That one was a beautiful trade. Beautiful. Significantly outperformed expectations. All right. Roku. No. Ross Stores close. You can see that consumer discretionary seems to be maybe next on deck. Some retail oriented stocks. Could be what's coming up next. RTX is down. Silver, we know already, is flying. SNDK, a bit overextended. SPY, we're going to finish basically flat, it seems, low volume as we expected, right? We said don't expect much on Friday. And what we expected is what we got, not much. Okay. STX. Kind of flat. TER, kind of flat. TJX, kind of trying to move. Tesla, pulling back, waiting for that. Taiwan Semiconductor. Oh, that thing turned. We were looking at it here, but it was hard to find a good stop, but it's moving. If anyone pulled the trigger on that one, we were talking about it. Bullish dollar index is kind of just flat. Oh, geez, wait, what? No, we're way down here. I missed that. Huge move down. I got to look into that. Anyone know what happened here? That was a weird gap. Ex-dividend. Oh, okay. Usually they adjust the price, but it looks like they just marked it off. I'm like, wait, why would a bullish dollar index gap down 4%? It didn't. It just hasn't adjusted yet for its dividend. All right. Today's VIX staying low, closing at 13.5. Wayfair trying to turn around. WBD, you can see people asked, what do you think? And it did turn, and it's just sort of like not doing anything at this time now. Okay. WDC, kind of flat. WMT, ooh, close. I think you could have made an argument for this one, right? I think you could have made an argument. IWM, small caps today. A little iffy. A little iffy overall. XLB, materials look good. Consumer, no, what do we have here? XLC, communication services. Looks all right. XLE, kind of down. XLF, financials still look pretty good. Industrials still look pretty good. Technology, we're trying. I mean, I'm seeing some things that I like. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing some things that look favorable to us. Utilities, still down. Healthcare, still going kind of sideways overall. And consumer discretionary looks pretty good. I don't know. Overall, things still look bullish. We just kind of had a holiday week where there wasn't much going on. And there's not much we can do with that, right? Okay, what else? That's the watch list. Did I miss one? Let me know. Anything you want to look at that we didn't look at? We're very, very close. We've got, let's see, we've got a few days left this year. SMTC, absolutely. Semtech Corp, good, okay recovery. Hasn't gotten back to the old high. Got in Monday. Got it here, and then boom, 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 boom. Ooh, Monday actually is here. Okay, so it's just kind of stalled a little sideways. Partially up. Like a lot of things this week. Right? Like a lot of things this week. So, overall, I would say not bad. Lots of sideways. Yeah, lots of patience required, right? Not much we can do. Not much we can do. Okay. Starbucks. Yes, let's take a look. Let's take a quick peek. See what we think. Maybe. SBUX Starbucks. Yeah, I actually feel like it's starting to try to make some kind of a move here. Yeah, you can see that it broke out a little bit. Now it's making a little bit of a new high. pulled back, higher low, starting to turn. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah, let me know. Okay. Normal for this time of year, yes. We actually said our expectation for Christmas was not much. Right? Not much. Okay. All right. Well, we've got a few minutes, but we'll just call it a little early today. You probably have, what is January like? Slightly bullish, but not as bullish as February, March, and April. Those tend to be the most bullish, or some of the most bullish. Yeah, good closing week, Stephen. Good to hear. Glad to hear it. I hope everybody did. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas if you're a celebrator, and I will plan to see everybody on Sunday morning at the regular time. I appreciate all of you with your dedication and your commitment to this, and I will look to see you guys in a couple of days. Enjoy the weekend, the last few days of 2025, and as always, happy trading.